One misread signal, one split-second decision, and a routine naval transit could have triggered a war in the Caribbean. What if the destroyer had fired first? September 15th, 2025, 4:18 p.m., Southern Caribbean Sea. A Getty-class Venezuelan patrol ship suddenly swings hard to port. Its course points directly at the USS Knights, an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer operating fully in international waters. From the bridge, officers track the steel hull accelerating. 12, 18, 22 knots. Less than 12 nautical miles separate the vessels. Every heartbeat stretches. Every choice weighs like a lead weight. Hails are sent in English, then Spanish. Silence. The patrol ship isn't drifting by accident. It's deliberate, testing reactions, measuring restraint, probing for the first sign of aggression. Inside the Combat Information Center, sailors monitor every radar ping, every engine note. One misstep here, one hasty decision, and the Caribbean could erupt in minutes. The Southern Caribbean, a vast expanse of open water dotted with shipping lanes, is deceptively calm on this late September afternoon. Sunlight glints off gentle swells, and the horizon stretches uninterrupted. But beneath the serene surface, a high-stakes drama is unfolding. The USS Knights is on a routine patrol, part of a larger U.S. Navy presence tasked with monitoring regional security and ensuring safe passage for international commerce. Its Arleigh Burke-class systems are fully operational, and /SPY-1D radar scanning the skies. The SLQ-32 electronic warfare suite humming quietly, and long-range optics trained on every approaching vessel. The destroyer moves predictably, maintaining course and speed. A calculated display of presence rather than provocation. The Venezuelan patrol ship isn't alone in intent. It represents a larger pattern of escalating shows of force, a direct response to U.S. strikes on suspected smuggling operations days earlier. Caracas is testing not only the ship but the crew, seeking to gauge reaction time, rules of engagement, and the thresholds for escalation. Every radar ping, every sonar blip, every deck crew observation contributes to a growing situational awareness that is simultaneously a shield and a warning. The Caribbean Sea, though physically quiet, is electrically alive, a space where signal and silence speak louder than weapons. In this tension-laden environment, the rules, protocols, and discipline aboard the Knights are the difference between routine patrol and regional crisis. On the bridge of the USS Knights, every crew member knows the stakes. Officers and enlisted personnel operate as a single organism, each role critical. Radar operators track every movement across the surface and airspace. Combat systems officers calculate distances, speeds, and potential threat envelopes. The bridge team coordinates with the Combat Information Center below, where analysts monitor sensor feeds, radio chatter, and satellite updates. The Venezuelan patrol vessel, a Getty-class ship armed with light artillery and electronic countermeasures, moves deliberately. Its crew is trained for intimidation, using aggressive maneuvers to test responses without firing. Above, Venezuelan command in Caracas observes every telemetry report, waiting for a reaction. Every course adjustment, every change in speed is a measured signal. Beyond the immediate operators, unmanned assets play silent roles. The Seahawk helicopter provides a bird's-eye view, its sensors capturing thermal and optical signatures. Drones and long-range ISR satellites feed data to both sides, creating a layered battlefield of information. The human stakes are clear. A miscalculation could escalate into loss of life or international incident. The tactical stakes are equally high. The Knights must maintain presence, gather intelligence, and assert control without violating rules of engagement. Every decision, Every second of hesitation, every response could alter the balance, proving that in modern naval operations, restraint is as crucial as firepower. By 4:18 p.m., the tension on the water becomes tangible. The Venezuelan Getty-class patrol ship executes a sharp turn, its bow cutting toward the USS Knights like a predator closing in. Engines roar, diesel turbines pushing past 22 knots. Each second stretches as the gap closes. The distance narrows to less than 12 nautical miles. Every movement is deliberate, designed to test the U.S. crew's nerve. On deck, sailors track the patrol ship with optical sights, eyes scanning the hull for weapon readiness. The SLQ-32 electronic warfare suite hums quietly, detecting emissions from the approaching vessel. Radar blips jump across the screens, updating speed and course every heartbeat. The bridge is a hive of controlled focus. Hails go unanswered, signals ignored. The Getty presses forward. The Knights responds with presence, not provocation. The 5-inch gun rotates slowly, a silent warning. Deck crews prepare small arms and non-lethal measures. The Seahawk helicopter hovers low, thermal imaging active, recording every heat signature. Its green laser sweeps across the Venezuelan deck, a precise, non-threatening signal indicating observation, not aggression. Every misread ping, every misinterpreted gesture could have consequences. The patrol vessel's crew interprets posture, speed, and sensor emissions, trying to gauge intent. Even a single overreaction from either side could trigger a defensive response, an alert missile, a warning flare, or a gunshot. Yet the Knights maintains disciplined forward motion, every maneuver calculated to assert control without firing. The sea reflects sunlight off steel and waves, a deceptive calm that belies the calculated tension on deck. Every officer knows this. In these moments, restraint is the weapon, precision is the shield, and a single decision, a single finger on the trigger, could turn a routine transit into an international incident. Inside the CIC, every sensor, every radar return, every optical feed is recorded. Officers track the patrol ship's engines, angle of approach, and deck crew movements. The Seahawk captures thermal imagery, transmitting feeds back to the destroyer. Every minor action is logged. Communication channels remain silent, tension thick. The Venezuelan vessel tests the U.S. crew's patience, but the Americans respond methodically. Observers note patterns in engine bursts, radar sweeps, and minor course corrections. Valuable information for intelligence and training. Deck officers anticipate maneuvers, adjusting the destroyer's course subtly to maintain safe separation. The crew rehearses contingencies mentally. Evasive action, warning shots, flare deployment. Every second is a test of discipline, endurance, and trust in the ROE. Above, the Seahawk continues surveillance, maintaining position to ensure complete observation without provoking engagement. This aerial perspective allows the crew to see the larger picture. Every deckhand movement, every mast vibration, every radar ping, translating human observation into actionable intelligence. Restraint remains paramount. Each measurement, each observation, ensures that escalation is avoided while recording invaluable tactical data. Imagine, one flare misread, one green laser mistaken for targeting, one operator miscalculating velocity. Instant escalation. The Caribbean could erupt in minutes. Yet the crew of the Knights remains calm, deliberate. Every sensor, every console, every communication channel is monitored for anomalies. Officers update logs, track speed, heading, engine output. The Seahawk remains in orbit, MX-20 tracking every movement. This isn't just presence, It's intelligence gathering. Every radar return, every engine signature, every deck pattern is recorded, analyzed, cataloged. What could have been a dangerous confrontation transforms into a priceless data collection exercise. The tension is almost palpable, the what-if scenario constantly in the minds of the crew. They know that a single misstep could ignite conflict, yet every operator trusts procedure, technology, and training. The line between caution and aggression is razor thin. 2 weeks before, U.S. Southern Command had demonstrated lethal precision in strikes against smuggling operations. Venezuela's flyovers were political posturing, a test of U.S. response. By holding fire, the Knights prevented a regional incident. No sanctions, no escalation, no military retaliation. The patience of the crew reinforced U.S. naval dominance and projected strength without aggression. Every radar return, every observation, every decision was now intelligence for analysts. Patterns of Venezuelan naval behavior, engine signatures, deck crew habits, all cataloged. The data would influence future patrols, exercises, and operational planning. Strategically, this incident underscored the doctrine of restraint as strength. Every misstep avoided became a lesson in discipline, command, and international law. The U.S. presence remained assured, while Venezuela's attempts at intimidation failed to provoke action. By 4:45 p.m., the tension in the Caribbean finally eases. The Venezuelan patrol ship has withdrawn to a safe distance, engines throttling back, course stabilized. On the Knights, the crew exhales collectively, yet remains vigilant. Every radar sweep, every sensor reading, every log entry has been meticulously recorded. The encounter ends without a single shot fired. No missile launches, no warning rounds, no casualties. Yet the U.S. Navy emerges with an intelligence windfall. Detailed electronic signatures, radar patterns, and vessel behaviors provide a window into Venezuelan operations that might otherwise have remained hidden. The quiet, calculated restraint demonstrated here exemplifies a doctrine where patience, adherence to protocol, and trust in technology outweigh reflexive aggression. Strategically, the incident reinforces that dominance does not require firing first. It validates a philosophy of restraint as strength, showing how measured responses can prevent escalation while gathering crucial intelligence. Lessons are clear. In modern naval operations, the real power often lies in observation, patience, and discipline. Understanding that sometimes the most decisive weapon is not what is fired, but what is deliberately held back.